Hey guys, Wes here, cigarnews.com. We're hanging out with Skip Martin from RomaCraft. Skip, how's it going, dude?
It's going good, man.
Last day of IPCPR. Pretty good turnout?
Great turnout, man. Busy. Slow and steady, man. That's how we do it.
Pretty small. Alright, dude, I've got to know. Tell me about these two monsters back here in the back. Tell me about these guys right here.
So, as you know, we have a factory in Nicaragua, Nica Suite, and long story short, I was trying to buy a humongous bottle of rum, like you would see, like the big bottles of Grey Goose. Yeah. And I got into a discussion about, how big could a cigar be and still be exactly the same as an old size cigar. Because you're seeing all these big cigars out there. Really, what I wanted to do was create, a 20-inch by 233, demonstration cigar that could just sit in the shop and everybody could acknowledge. Yeah. So when we started, what we ended up doing was molded two halves that look like this, but to put it together so it would be a long cigar. Yeah. But I really wasn't happy with it because I wanted it to be exactly the same process as our normal cigar. Yeah. Same blend, same quality tobacco, same manually bunched, molded and pressed. So what we ended up doing was making a cigar that's 10 inches long, but it's proportionally the same as a manual. The 4.5 by 60 is the same as the 10 by 133.
So it's basically a scale edition of the That's awesome.
And so it's exactly the same fillers that are in normal Comac.
Yeah.
Really, it's not intended to be smoked. I think there's people who threaten to do it. Right?
So
good luck.
What is the weight? I mean, how much tobacco is actually in this thing? What's the weight of it?
So this one weighs 240 grams, which is about the same as a box of grain juice. And this one weighs about 75 grams, which is about the weight of 9 or 10 grain juice.
So this is basically the man versus cigar challenge.
No, man, really, you can theoretically smoke it. Yeah. We're not trying to do
more of a show.
It's really just to say this is what we're capable of making.
Absolutely.
It's not. You can make a cigar as big as your room, just slap a bunch of tobacco together. You can make a big ass football, but this is a real cigar. Yeah. And a lot of the guys that are in the factories that make cigars, a lot of people come up and look at it and say, "Oh, that's really cool." But the guys who really know, when they see the molds and they see the bunch and they see the end product, they respect the skill it takes to make that cigar.
It is really impressive, man. All right, so tell me a little bit about these guys right here.
So this is our third line in 3 years. We don't add tons of product. Mike, being out on the road, was getting a lot of requests for limited editions.
Sure.
And I'm not the kind of guy who wants to go out and make a limited number of cigars just so you can call it a limited edition. But in the factory, we end up with some tips on the filler that is inconsistent with the flavor profile of the rest of the filler. So it's a common practice. I kind of learned it from Arsenio Ramos to remove the tips before you use the filler. And so one of the things that I would do with that 5-inch, 4-inch, 3-inch part of the leaf is I would have them roll for me little fumas. So I would smoke those instead of smoking other cigars. Yeah. And they're super. It's like the equivalent of taking like the fillet part out of a porterhouse. It's really the best part of the leaf, but it's not consistent with a lot of the other leaves. So if you put that in the bunch, if you break it and you put it into the bunch, what happens is when you hit that part of the cigar, it's markedly different than the rest. Right. So. What I would do is I would have them take some 5 inches, some 4 inches, some 3 inches, roll them into a cigar, and naturally, because of the progression of the leaf, it would end up in a bell shape. It was inconsistent, it was ugly. But when Mike started talking to me about making a limited edition cigar, I said, hey, we've got a cigar that's made using the Tabacchiato method for me. So what we started doing is sorting out those and sorting out some of the small, the pequeño filler, the A pequeño. And we started working on how can we blend these in the right proportion that would work with this process. So all cigars used to be rolled with molds were only Parejos, the straight with the round top. They would do a little funny thing with the tip or the end, but it was all Parejos were molded. everything that was a figurado was always rolled using tabacchiato. So tabacchiato is, you roll it in newspaper, you shape it with the bunch, and then the newspaper binds it. It dries either in the drying room, the secadero, or it dries in the sun. It gets smaller, you unwrap it, you rewrap it. So it's a very elaborate process that takes a lot of time.
I didn't realize that. That's really cool.
And in fact, we make our slobber knocker and our ladles using that method as well. So we made 10,000 of these. It was one pair that worked for the last 7 months to make those. Everything is hand done on this. You know, because of the tabacchiato method, kind of inspired me to say, hey, you know, most cigars are handmade, but you know, there's different levels of handmade. This box is cut with a coping saw by hand. The design on the top is done by hand. The painting on the bottom of the box is all done by hand. Every single box is hand painted. So this is a cello hand cut. It's not a piece of cello, it's a piece of cellophane that's cut into the economy. So everything in this project, the reason why it's limited is limited by the process.
Sure, it's very labor intensive.
There's really no such thing as limited tobacco.
Yeah.
When there's limited tobacco, it's because I limited myself how much of it I bought.
Exactly.
Right? But the process limits this cigar, and I think it's special. It's probably the strongest thing we made, and it's a very good cigar.
That's awesome. Well, guys, Skip Martin, the man with RomaCraft right here. Check out his wonderful line of cigars.
Oh, we got one other thing that's new.
Yeah.
The Mode 5 is the Perfecto that's new in the Cro-Magnon line.
Oh, excellent.
It'll come out in the Aquitaine blend somewhere around Christmas, but you know, it's the first size we've added in 3 years to the Cro-Magnon lineup. So.
That's awesome. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Sorry, almost skipped over it. Well, cool, man. Man, you're doing a great job. Phenomenal cigars. Super excited to see these launch, and great job of creativity on that big guy up there. So, all right, guys. Skip Martin with RomaCraft. Y'all have a great time.
Llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané. Llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané. Llego a Puerto, voy para Mayarí.